So, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another session of me trying to improve in programming. Yeah, so we will have a typing exercise for 3 minutes and then we will see. Hey, yes, you are. I had a one stream today already, a few hours ago, and then I said to myself, well, I can stream some more. Actually, let me open a window. It's kind of hot in here. Okay. Yeah, I had that. Oh, that's okay. Uh, the chat is a bit delayed. Oh, yeah, it is. You can see the streaming delay. I mean, the chat I get instantly, but since this stream gets to you, it takes like few seconds. So, yeah, that's that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds for me. It seems like it's the delay today. Oh, the chat, yeah. %, 38. Okay, now I don't want to listen to Firestarter. Okay, good. I'll start this. Well, we will continue in this. So we did the intercept input property changes with a setter. Now we are doing that uh, with on init, and on init takes child on init take changes, right? Simple changes. The simple changes is an array of shit, and that shit, the simple change has like the previous value, current value, and first change. And that one is in pair. So this is the name of the property. And the key is the like is the simple change. So her parent listens for child event? No, that's the oh yeah, that's another stuff. Yeah, so this was on changes and now we have another shit. So this is the output. Typically adorned. What is that? Oh, decorated. Make more beautiful or attractive. Okay. Adorn. Adorn. It's auto decorator. As seen in voter component. Okay, so it has that. And the output must be new event emitter and you provide a type, huh? Okay. So we will have a look in the voter component. If we create the output, is this equals new. If I do string, that's a problem right there. There's no initializer and it's not defined as sign. Oh yeah, okay, so it let me do that. That's probably not how you're supposed to do that. Event emitter, and yeah, and here we can put in like multiple things. Number, for example. That's same thing, and then we have this, which will be that. Okay, vote agreed boolean. This voted. That is true. Okay, and in the parent, we will be listening for it, right? How does that look like? Yeah, I should read true or false. Yeah, sure, based on that. The parent vote taker component binds an event called binds an event handler called onVoted that responds to the child event payload. So how we do that? So this is the binding. You see, the round squares, the round things, that means it outputs shit, right? And when we get here the voted, we should trigger this. Why is here this dollar? Unvoted, we have agree boolean. Suddenly, like, this will be event and this is agreed. What the hell? Boolean. That responds to the event payload. Event and updates a counter. Why do we have this here? Like the dollars, there were like some inner angular variables, right? If I remember correctly. It was something like that. I think. Yeah. Oh, look at that. So we have like multiple children, the voter, F name, those are the voters. For that, we will create all of those. If agreed, disagreed, and this voter, I suppose, have buttons. Yes. Name, agreed, disagreed. This is like weird. It's just, I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. And the parent is the vote taker. Okay. Vote taker. And that looks like this. Okay, so agree, agree, agree. Oh, I cannot click more, huh? Disagree, agree, disagree. Oh, it's disabled? I was like, oh yeah, hold on. Hi. Yeah, it's more visible here without the changed colors. It's more white-ish. And here, how come it is did vote is the disabled? Okay. Hydrate. Sure. Cheers, Nightlight. Okay, so that's kind of straightforward. So I did understand that. The framework passes the event argument represented by $event to the handler method. So the handler method is this guy. And this is the thing which I have to remember somehow. Or most likely just Google it once I will need that. I will need to use that again. And basically there was a method, right, which did, yeah, I voted, emit. Yeah, PHP had a lot of dollars, right? In AngularJS there was like everything in dollar was some like internal variables of Angular which you shouldn't touch at all. I don't know how it is in here. Huh, looks nice, this effect. Especially when you try to connect a database. There is such a thing? Oh, maybe. Framework passes the argument, yeah. And the method to the method that processes. Here it's how it looks. Oh, it looks differently in mine. Let's see. They don't have the styling. Too many dollars. That's it. Yeah, you can get this, that, and it is. Well, yeah, to be, it seems to me like everyone who is complaining about anything is just he doesn't not like 90% of it is like they just don't know how to do that, including me. I'm like very good example of that. I just found out today that here in Czech Republic, if you are alcoholic, uh, the the state will actually support you financially because it's deemed like an illness. They will actually like give you a money to live if you are confirmed alcoholic. Um, yeah, just random fact. Should not emit event initially, so get text to be agree, disagree. Okay, so he do this that. Then what element but tag name? Yes. Like if you have If you have some like impediment, like serious impediment, like yes, of course, it's like you need a like if you don't have a legs or whatever, the state will give you some money on like monthly basis, and you always need like the confirmation from doctor. Also, if one of your parent will die, like you are considered orphan, and the state will give you money as well. They don't force rehabilitation. Oh, well, I think there would be like some conditions, like if you are just, like if you are not uh, going through some rehabilitation, they will probably not give you money. I think there will be some condition in there. But that's just my thinking. I don't know. I just found out today, so I don't know really the details. But that makes sense to me, and I would guess that that's the case. So here he selects the vote label. Here's the button and tag name voter, and he's again doing that by 01012. I don't like that. The better way how to do that would be generate uh, there should be like some unique ID which should be generated somehow. But I will not fix that here probably. Or well, not random, but it should be like, hey, Dodge MIDI. It should be something like ID. First ID would be like IQ, IQ buttons, or universe buttons, bombast buttons, something like that, or tag. Because now it looks like this, right? It's backed, and what was it? We are looking at, okay, so there's this app vote taker. Okay, this is okay. Then we have the H3 as the vote label. That's not inside of H3, for the fuck's sake. Or is it? Which one is Appwater? Oh yeah, I know. That's the children thingy, right? So this could have, we can select by basically by the ng reflect name, for example. We should have Narco, Celebritas, Bombast. Oh, they have like totally different, don't they? Where is that? Universe Bombasta. So I suppose we could do something like here in the upvoter, or maybe even at the top in the which one was it? Vote taker. So we have the ng4, right? And this would be like id equals, and here we will have voter dash, and here it would be, this would be string plus, and this will be voter, like that, right? And now if we reload it and have a look at it, you can see that it has a ID voter narco, ID voter celeritas, voter bombasto, right? So then in the test, which is, which one was it? It wasn't the protest here. Child parent, yes, here. So you see all this like selection, right? And this is like get the first, get the second one or so, and so on. We can ignore. Hold on, this is the agree button. Is in the, yeah, by tag name element. It's app voter get 0, right? So this then could be by ID, and that ID will be, the first one is this guy. So I'll just paste it in here, and I can run the tests. Yep, just go. It looks like this when the tests are clicking through the application, right? And it still works. See that? And the test we changed was there. And the advantage of this approach is that if we switch the positions of the uh, of them of the children components, it will have no effect on our test. This one is flaky, you know. You breathe on it, you do some little change, and it suddenly will not work, you know. When you get first, you get second, and so on. Do I have to? I'm curious if we have to have this in order that to work properly. Because theoretically, I will get an array, and if I don't call the get 0, it might cause problem, and it works. And I could do not element all, but I can do first, maybe. Do you have that element dot all name prototype call? Okay, so all, I guess all is our option only, and then we select all by tag name button. Or because we are using this only to select that, right, to select that button and then click on it, then we can really simplify it by putting generate.id in here, right? We will put the ID in here, and this will be ID will be agree, or we will say name plus dash agree, and this will be ID. Yeah, see you next stream. Bye, Nightlight. Name plus disagree. Right. Now all of these buttons, have this selection, blah blah blah. This, that. It has one downside to this approach, and that is in the test, the end-to-end test, we do not specify the array of voters, which normally would be the case. It would not be hard-coded in there, right? It would be, it would need to be entered in there somehow. So this test will probably like push the array to the parent component that will create the children components and so on. Well, anyway, we can now say this will be called, what was it? The agree, right? Yeah, we want the first one. The first button, so it will be, oh, come on. It will be narco agree, right? And then I will just, oh, come on. Like so, then we don't need this. Oh, fuck. And so look, okay, and I will run it just to prove it works. Everything should be green again. Everything is green, and it's much shorter. Previously, it was 2 lines, of lot of shit, and here's 1 line. The selection. It's much nicer. This is the alt there approach, and this is how I would do it. And that's actually like why you want to like create a nice IDs, because it makes your life so much easier when you're writing tests. That's that's my opinion. Okay, so what's next? Hey, Orkson, are you doing well? Now I'm doing mainly Angular in work, if you are asking that. Or, well, sometimes it looks like it's like I'm not writing like the Angular code, but I'm reading a lot of it, and I'm searching basically for some like error, and then I find out it's misconfiguration of some library or something, and then I change one line, and that's the ticket. Or that was the previous ticket. This ticket, which I'm working on currently in work, I'm kind of lost a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing in there. Okay, so parent interacts with child using local variable. A parent component cannot use data binding to read child properties or invoke child methods. Sure, you can do both by creating template reference variable for the child element and then reference that variable within the parent template as seen in the following example. Following is a child countdown timer that repeatedly counts down to 0 and launches a rocket. There's a start stop method that controls the clock and it displays countdown status in its own template. Sure, so here's like message, countdown, message seconds on destroy, clear timer, start this countdown, stop, clear timer, message, holding, blah blah blah. Then what is this countdown? 26 programs is slowing down my computer. I don't know what is npcap. I have Microsoft 365 bullshit. Okay, so we'll take care of that later. Windows set interval. That is the JavaScript shit. Okay, so this says that we are done with this session, and looks like I still will be able to do another one, so let's do that.